A new week is here and Manchester United is back in the news. And in today's episode, we'll be talking everything Manchester United transfer, what is being rumored out there, and would we end the week with a new signing? Hopefully, we are all expecting something new to pop up this week in the likes of a left back, a center midfielder, or a center DM, or winger or striker. Who knows? We never know. Those bombers are gonna happen, but we do not know. But hey, I am KP and welcome to the channel. If it's your first time in here, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we would appreciate your efforts in subscribing to the channel. So let's start with this news today. And in the news, we've heard over the weekend that Myles Lewis-Skelly is somebody who is being linked with Manchester United, and so is Lewis Hall. But at the same time, we do not know the prices that goes for these left backs and what they will be expecting their respective teams to be putting the price tags on. So Manchester United are being linked with Myles Lewis-Skelly of Arsenal and also Lewis Hall of Newcastle United. It looks like Newcastle United is currently undergoing some rough patch with players leaving, players asking to leave, with Eddie Howe out of the club. There looks like there is a lot of uncertainty going on in the club where everybody is being assumed that their time at the club might have come to an end, where they do not know their left and right. They don't know the progress of the club. With Eddie Howe going, 5 years of his tenure being terminated because they do not align with the same objectives, he's gone. So every player is looking at leaving. So that is where it puts Lewis Hall to be rumored or linked to Manchester United. So there is a lot going on. And if I am to dive into the profiles of these players, there will be a good upgrade. But if we are to get Lewis Hall certainly has a way of being the number one left back for the season because of what he's capable of doing. His ball carry, his crosses. People are going to eat. People like Sesko is definitely going to eat if Lewis Hall is in the team whipping crosses. And we know it's just not going to be about crosses, but Lewis Hall would bring a lot of dynamism to the club and also to the squad. Myles Lewis-Skelly, on the other hand, also possesses those things. He's aggressive. He's a ball carrier. He is very attacking. So those two players being linked to the club is very impressive to me. I feel like we have a higher ceiling to get them, and it would all depend on the price of these players. I don't know how much Arsenal is looking at letting go of Myles Lewis-Skelly for, and news coming in this morning is that it looks like Lewis Hall will be in the region of 60 million pounds. Is that too much? Maybe, but are we getting the best of our money? Yes, we would definitely be getting that because of their Premier League experience and Champions League experience that they've had from the previous season. So these two guys are very, very legit for us. And I feel like INEOS has a lot to do. They have a lot to offer us. INEOS, if you are to make that progress for us, knowing that we are going into Champions League, we have Carabao, we have FA Cup, the league is our priority. If we are able to make a statement in the league this season, second, first, we will take it. We have something we can do. And this is a season I feel we should be aiming high. Yes, transfers hasn't been done to the best of its ability, but we've had good recruits from last season and this season. But we have to build on. We have to build on that thing. Let's not just be reluctant and also be conversant with what we have. We shouldn't be just we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't just relax and say, yeah, we are very happy with what we have. We need to build on that. We have to have those momentum in the season. So Myles Lewis-Skelly, left back, Lewis Hall, left back. These are great options for the club. And Manchester United would have to sign either one of those as long-term placements for Luke Shaw. And if we have to let Harry Amaz go on a loan, sure. But probably to a Premier League side. So yes, that's the rumors for the defense side of things. But in the midfield, what is happening? Manchester United. What is happening? Jason Wilcox and Omar Bereda. Why are we not hearing anything? Why are we not getting in the news from Chouameni, Kamavinga, Kone? Like everything we've been linked with. Why is there just silence? Because it's beginning to feel like we do not know what we want. And it's like we are very content with what we have. But we are forgetting that the season has a lot of games in it. And Manchester United would have to make use of this transfer window, especially midfield. If games are won through the midfield and defense, and if our midfield is going to be leaking, then it might be just a hard season for us. We have to recruit for the midfield, and it's very important for us to do that. If we do not get the last midfielder we are looking for as the center defensive midfielder, it's just going to be a long road. People can do it, but we need a natural person to do it. Are we just going to wait till the end of the transfer window, transfer deadline, and sign the player? That would change the whole momentum and morale of the team. It's either the person comes in now or we just forget about it. But we cannot forget about it. United cannot forget about it. We can't be content with what we have. We need to make a mark. Players and teams are moving. We need to make moves because we have higher goals that we want to achieve. And it's just not the midfield. We have to look at probably a backup because it's also in the news that Joshua Zexi is talking to Juventus. If it happens and we don't have a backup, what are we going to do? I know we've been linked with some strikers, but we would have to make backup. Watkins and all those things. We know people like, or players like these have been linked with the club. If we are going to sanction moves for players like Joshua Zexi, Marcus Rashford, it has to happen now. So we are all on the same page. And that momentum is not disrupted in the team. It's important for Manchester United to do those transfer business real quick. And yes, that is where we are coming from. And Manchester United would have to make such moves very quick. If not, it's going to hinder the progress of what we are trying to achieve from last season to this season. So INEOS, Barada, Wilcox, do something. If you can't do it, please leave the job to somebody who is capable of doing it. We need those quick transfers in. If we had already signed all our players, would be relaxed. Our players would be getting those instructions from Michael Carrick and his team. They would be gearing up for the new season. And the players from the World Cup coming back would bring in more momentum and more opportunities to go forward. But those are the transfers we are looking for, or we've been linked with for this week. So hopefully by the end of the week, we hear something on a year ago, we hear done deal, we hear anything from David Oinston and also from Fabrizio Pletigo. We hear something. If not, it's just going to be a long road for us. It's just going to be another week of no transfers happening in this club. The other things surrounding the club needs to be addressed, which is Max Skinner, who is the head coach for the women's team, got dismissed. According to reports and according to the club, it was a mutual termination of his contract, but we don't know what it goes in and out. But for me, I think the last 5 years he's been in the club, he's done a good job, but there is more he needs to do because I don't know, during his time, there's been a lot of players that has left the club. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes and with his tactics and everything. There is more the ladies team can achieve. And I don't know if it's just complacency from the board or from whoever is managing the women's team and the men's team. Like, we are being lackadaisical at this point. We need to be very strict. We need to be moving forward with our moves. If not, all that we built from last season and 2 seasons ago will sink. 2 seasons ago wasn't good because we finished like 15th. It was bad. We all know it. And I know no United fan would want to revisit that. And the last season we were able to get third. This season we should be aiming for higher. We need to be very competitive. We cannot start the season losing games. We need to start the season winning games. If we go on a 6-game win streak, then yes, people will start taking us serious. And it all will start from the transfer window. Like for the CDM part, we've had things happening. If we are able to sort the CDM part, I feel the other parts of the field would eventually come along. But the main priority is our 10 midfielder. We should be signing the 10 midfielder. If not, yeah, I know I keep saying if not. Yes, someone might say I'm being very unmotivational for the team, or for the club, but it's because of what we've seen. We tend to not go in like full blow and do it. I do not want to compare us to other teams, especially our noisy neighbors, but we've seen how they've spent so much on their midfield in the last 3-4 years. They've spent money on higher signings, and we've seen what they've been able to do. Win titles, win games that they thought they would lose, except coming to Old Trafford. But we do need to be learning from such teams. We need to be picking up with our transfers. Manchester United have a lot. They have a lot. I know maybe we are being reluctant with our money and how we spend it, but if we want to be the best, we have to get the best inside the team. Manchester United deserve the best and deserve to bring back where we are. If it's your first time being here, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really takes us a long way. We would appreciate every like on the video. If we could get this video to 500 likes, we would really appreciate it. But we'll catch you guys on the next one and the next transfer news. Peace.